Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to be doing a complete disassemble of the AK-47. This one right here is a Romanian AK-47 that got imported through Georgia, and it's a pretty fun little gun. Alright, so first off, what we're going to need is a dental pick with a curved tip, a punch, small punch, and flathead screwdriver, along with a hair tie. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to end up doing is we're going to make sure that this firearm is safe and clear. Okay, so this one doesn't have a magazine. If it did, you would just pull on the tab, remove the magazine. The safety needs to be in the fire position so that way we can pull the bolt back. Bolt slides to the rear, check, no ammo inside, we're safe. It's clear and it's safe to work on. Okay, so the first step that we're going to do is we're going to go through the standard field strip position. So, press this little tab on the back, push it all the way forward so that way you can remove the machine cover or dust cover. Next, you're going to remove the carrier spring. The carrier spring sits in a little groove, so what you do is you just slide it up and out of that groove and it slides right out. Next, you're going to pull back on the bolt carrier. The bolt carrier slides all the way to the rear and it slides all the way out. To remove the bolt itself, all you have to do, push back, rotate, and then it releases and you can slide it forward. The bolt is now clear from the bolt carrier groove. Okay, that is a general field strip of the firearm. We're going to disassemble it a little bit farther. So we're going to start with the gas chamber. Right here on the side of the rear sights, there's a little retention pin. Slide that up and it releases it. You want to make sure that the retention pin is flush with the rear sight, and then you just go ahead and lift that up and out. Really simple. Now the forend. Forend, similar retention pin. It's going to be at the forward right side of the forend. You just slide that up. Sometimes you need a punch because it can be pretty tight, but you just slide that straight up and your forend carrier slides forward. Then you can release the forend. Before you pull the forend out, you need to make sure that you pull the cleaning rod out. Cleaning rod just slides straight out. Has a little retention clip right here, so it's a little difficult. You just need to pull it out and then straight forward. Now the forend slides right out. It's held in by the retention clip and the little grooves in here, so doing it too much with a wooden stock wears the edges away, so just be aware of that. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is remove the buttstock and the pistol grip. On this one, because it is a wood stock, I'm not going to remove it, but all you would do is remove these two screws, flathead right here and right here on the end of the receiver, and the buttstock slides directly out. Then with the pistol grip, it has a little screw at the very bottom and a T-nut on the inside. So what you do is you unscrew it. The orientation of the T-nut actually matters when you're reassembling. It has a little bit of a curve to it. The smaller side goes forward, so that way it kicks back and gives the pistol grip that angle that you need. Once it's unscrewed, flip the firearm over and the T-nut comes out. That's the little angle that I'm talking about. That angle needs to be to the forend, so that way when it sits in, it kicks the pistol grip out to the angle that you need. Okay, set that to the side. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is remove the safety. Safety slides 90 degrees up, and it pulls straight out. Be careful with the hammer. That was bad. Just pull the trigger and release the hammer slowly. I didn't do that step. I missed it. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is inside we're going to release the hammer springs. That's when your dental pick comes in handy. Pull it up. What you do is you just wrap it around the hammer just like this for both sides. There's a lot of tension in these springs, so be very careful. If they smack you, it hurts. But once both of them are wrapped up around the hammer, it's free floating and it's totally fine. It's not recommended to actually remove the hammer. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a standard hair tie and wrap it around so that way those springs don't slide forward accidentally. Okay, now inside you use your little dental pick and there is actually a little an L-shaped spring that I'll show you once I remove it. What you're going to do is go ahead and depress that and then use your punch and push the trigger out. the retention pin slides out and the trigger group comes out as well. The trigger group is held together just by this little thing right here, and you can remove that. This little part slides directly out. I'm not going to remove that because I don't want to take the chance of losing the spring and the hammer, but the hammer and the spring will come out as well. Okay, now the only other thing to remove is that little L-shaped spring that I showed you before. That is the complete disassembly of the AK-47. Now I'm going to go ahead and take it and reassemble it for you. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is reinstall that L-shaped spring, and that's going to slide in and around the hammer springs. So it should sit up and to the left. So the springs will be sitting like that, and the L shape is going to sit off to the left of it. If you get it caught behind the springs instead of off to the side, then you're going to have issues when you go to put the safety selector back in, okay? Because the safety selector sits directly through that spring, just like that, and then slides into place. So it's important to get it off to the left, otherwise you're going to have issues. So it may take me a couple tries, but I'm going to do my best. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and put the trigger group back in. Slides in, drops directly in. Now the trigger group is actually going to sit, the retention pin is going to sit over the top of that L-shaped spring, so it's important to have that into position. Trigger group slides directly in, no problems. There is a little slot in the trigger retention pin to actually hold that L-shaped spring, so it's important to try and get it in there as best you can. It's going to help when you go to actually install the safety selector, which we're going to do right after we install our pistol grip. So again, that angle is going to point to the front. So go ahead and drop that in. What I've found useful is setting it to where it's close and then using the dental pick to just grab the end of it and move it into the position that you need it to be in. Okay, and then the bolt just slides right into that. Best to try and get it started with your fingers, that way you don't accidentally strip it. Remember, when you're working on firearms, nothing is supposed to be super tight. It's all supposed to be just finger tight. That way you don't over tighten it and break screws. I've made that mistake before. Again, just finger tight, pistol grip's back on. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is install the safety selector switch. Slides right into this, and that L-shaped spring is supposed to catch on there, and then it has a hole on the other side. So if you take your dental pick and slide it over just a little bit, so that way it's better seated onto that safety selector switch, it goes in a little better. It's kind of difficult to get it to seat correctly, but with a little fidgeting around, you can get it. Now, once that L-shaped spring and the safety selector are actually into position, what you want to do is just pull the trigger just lightly, and it should slide right by it. And you'll see it's back into place. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and reattach the hammer springs. So go ahead and remove your hair tie. Take them one at a time. Remember, these have a lot of tension, so it's best to use your dental pick to move them into place. All right. Those are good to go. slide your hammer back. So that way it catches on your trigger. Do a safety check. Just make sure that everything's functioning correctly. That's my stuff. Should be holding back. Pull the trigger. Put the safety on. Alright, everything's good to go. Okay, now what we're going to go ahead and do is put the fore end back on. Just slide directly in, just like that. You should go into place. Tension pin slides back in. Then the gas block. Slide that back down. Good to go. Now, the bolt. The bolt actually slides directly into this right here, and you can see where it locks in. So, just slide that in, and it slides forward, and it's good to go. You're gonna push that down. At the end of the receiver, what you're gonna end up doing is just putting a little pressure down so that way it slides in to the slide rails, and then it all should slide forward. Next, the carrier spring, and that's gonna go back into that little slot that it was in before. Everything should be secure and good to go. Then your dust cover or machine cover, depending on who you're talking to, slides back in place just like that. And the only other thing is your cleaning rod. Slides straight back through. And into place like that. And your firearm is good to go. With that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time and have a wonderful day.